So what happens when you want to change the owner of a particular Google Doc? To accomplish that, just go up to your share button up in the top right hand corner. Now, when you first share a document with someone, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly share this with my Gmail account. You'll notice that it doesn't let me make that person an owner right away. I first have to make them an editor. So I'm going to click send, and then now that that person has been added, I'm going to come up here to share. And you see that I have different people here. It's all me, of course. And next to my first account where I created it, I have the owner label. But if I come down and I choose one of these other people, I can make that person the owner. And that'll be true for anyone who has editor rights. I can always come in after they have rights as an editor and make them the owner. You'll notice it says the new owner will be notified and could remove you. You might also lose the ability to change share settings. So I click yes, and now you can see that the status will be changed. Now, I don't know if you caught that message, but what flashed up on the screen was it said you can't transfer ownership of I guess a G Suite EDU account document to a personal account. Let me try to do that with another G Suite account. I'm going to try to make this one the owner. And it says, sorry, you cannot transfer. Ownership can only be transferred to another user in the same domain as the current. So what you're seeing here is essentially somehow there is a setting that prevents changing ownership of a document. But there's no reason why once a document has been shared with someone else that they can't make a copy of it and then use it the way they want to. So now that I'm actually flipped over from my other account. I'm now in a different Google account. It's not a G Suite account. If I want to make a copy of this document so that I can edit this document, I can go to File, Make a Copy, and what it's doing now is creating that document in my Google Drive. So essentially I have ownership of this document. It's not shared with anyone. It's private only to me, as you can see in the top right hand corner, but at this point I can choose to share it with whomever I like. So just for fun, let me go ahead and share it back with my other account. I'm going to hit send, and let's see if this happens in a personal Gmail account. I see that I've got in my personal Gmail account, I was able to make my G Suite EDU account an editor, but now I'm going to see if I can change it to owner. And as you can see, I get the same message. Sorry, cannot transfer ownership, etc. So this can be a problem if you want to share documents, but if you want to just allow to make a copy, you can also do that. One of the questions that I sometimes get is how can I force people to make a copy? And so you can see here that if I get the anyone with a link and copy that link, I can come up here to my URL address bar, and you see the word edit up there. If I change that word to copy, what'll happen now is anyone who gets this link with the word copy in it will be forced to make a copy of it. So let's see what that looks like. I'm going to jump back over here to my other account, and I'm going to press enter. And what you see right away is that you get this copy document. So that means that if you have students or colleagues that are trying to open a document, they're actually going to get this message. Now another cool thing to do is to do, I think it's called template preview. And what that does is it turns whatever document you have into a template, and then gives people, when they view it, a preview of that document. If they want a copy of it, then they just click on Use Template, and they'll be able to have a copy. All of this is explained in a really exciting blog entry at TCA Tech Notes. Let's see, I think it's called Copies. Yeah, making copies of Google Docs. All of that is sort of laid out in this TCA Responds blog entry that sort of talks about how you can make copies of existing documents out on the online that have been made to share. And you can see it talks about the file make a copy, how you can force copy a document, or the template preview where you get this use template. These are 3 easy ways to share a document with others.